everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Raihana's Cuisines. Today we're going to be doing chocolate sweethearts for Valentine's Day. And this, doesn't have to be just for Valentine's Day. These can be used for weddings. It can be used for engagements, anything, you just have to use different colors and stuff. So let's get started. First of all, I would like to talk about my melting chocolate thing here. I just took about a cup of chocolate and I put it in here. It's 60% cocoa. It's a Ghirardelli brand. And I have this chocolate, what is it? Chocolate Pro. It's from Wilton. And it is one of the most amazing things that you gotta have in your kitchen. I mean, if you are working a lot with sweets, or if you want to do melt chocolate and stuff, really get this. I've had so many times I've burnt the chocolate in the microwave, or it takes longer because you gotta have to stand there. With this one, I just put it on melt. Once it's melted, I can move the little thing here. Yeah, move this little jigger here, and I can put it on warm. So this is on warm right now because it's completely melted. The only thing with one that I would wish that Wilton would have come up with would be a lid, but that's okay. If Wilton's listening, maybe they will come up with a lid. But it's just a really awesome, and I'm just addicted to this because I want to do a lot of things using the chocolate now because I love how it melts so well. So that, and then also we're going to be using, for this recipe, we're going to be using a couple molds, and this is just something that I have at home. These are the rose ones, rose shaped molds, and then I have the Wilton heart shaped molds. Now if you don't have any of the molds and you kind of want to do it right away, you could just put it like in a tray, like a Pyrex tray, and then what you could do is like take a cookie cutter and do the heart shapes on there, or if you want to do different shapes, you could do whatever, stars, flowers, whatever you want. So just a couple of different ideas I'm throwing out there. For this one, we're going to use a different colors. I'm going to do a red, I'm going to do white, I'm going to do like a really nice fluorescent pink, and I like this lime green, so we're going to do that. So I've got about 4 cups of desiccated coconut. Now this is important. It's not sweet. It's just sometimes they say it's coconut powder, but it's the type of powder that's like you'll have to feel it, you'll have to see it, because you don't want to use the powder that you use in like cooking, like curries and stuff. This is a bit coarser, so you want to have like a body to it. Now I've tried using the sweetened coconut, and you can really do that. For me, I find it way too sweet because we're gonna be dipping half of these. When they come out, we're going to be dipping them in chocolate or covering some. We're going to be drizzling some because I want to just give you some ideas. So for this, I'm going to be doing 4 cups of coconut and powder, and I've got some sitting right here desiccated just in case if I need a little bit more. I've got a 14-ounce can of condensed milk, and I forgot my spatula, so I'm just going to use this. Just want to throw all that in here. Now if you want to also add some fresh cardamom, you could. I think I'm going to, because this is more like a candy thing I'm doing, I kind of want to not use the cardamom, just because in lots of Indian mithais I use the cardamom because that's how, almost all mithais will have crushed cardamoms inside. But because I want this to be more of a candy thing, I think I'm going to stay away from the cardamom, and I'm going to go ahead and add a couple drops of, what is this, rose essence. And I love the fragrance of this essence. I'm going to keep this close by just in case. I'm going to start mixing, and we'll see if we need any more condensed or the powder in it, because I don't want the mixture to be really soft, because we're going to be putting it into these Wilton molds, and so if it's too dry, the mixture, then they're not gonna hold up, they're gonna break, and if they're too soggy, they'll break too. So you just want to, I think this is one of my measurements that turns out really good with the 4 cups. So we're just gonna mix all this together. And as long as, if you make a fist and it holds, that means that this is the test you want to do. So once you start really mixing it really well, and you make a fist. And if it holds, that means that the candy will hold. So, okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little bowls here, and I'm just going to add a little bit here. So I'm going to do that one, probably white, leave that white. Do this one, the lime green, and then do this one, red. Okay, so I don't need to use any more of the coconuts. I'm going to get that out of the way. So for the white one, I'm just going to leave it as it is. And I'm not going to put any oil or anything in it. I'm just going to throw it in the refrigerator after I've put all the coconut in there. And what you want to do is you just want to make sure that you really press really well, so it kind of compacts it and it stays. Okay, just like that. Okay, so then we'll get the white ones done, and then I'm quickly going to show you just one more color, then I'll finish up all the other colors, and then I'll come back. So my fun color, I love this color. I'm making a mess here because my hands are sticky. And can you get this for me, please? Hassan? All right, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna add a couple of drops in here, and it depends how dark or how light you want it. So this is just something I was thinking that would be really fun, like a Mounds or a Bounty bar to get in. Although I'm not adding any of the almonds, but you could if you wanted to just add one almond in there. And as the mixture sits, like this one just set for what, 2 more minutes or maybe 1 more minute, and I can already feel that it's even, look at how it's gonna hold really well. So I'm gonna come back and then do the same thing for the green one. Just add some in here just like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, mix up all the other colors. So when we come back, I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to go ahead and stick it in the refrigerator for about 45 minutes. Or if you live in Minnesota, you can stick it outside because it's actually really cold outside. So so I'm going to go do that so that I don't bore you with the video. Then when we come back and I have all those really nice and cold, we'll take them, we'll unmold them, and then we're going to go ahead and dip them in the chocolate. So we're back here, and I've started unmolding my coconut hearts here. I've got some already dipped. So I just wanted to show you how easy it is for them to come out. And for like this one, I did a double color one, so you can really get your imagination to running wild here, because you could do any different, different colors, and they turn out really good. And the really most important thing is really please put it in the freezer, because if you don't, they're not gonna come out. It has to be really cold for them to come out. So I got these out, and if they're gonna be soft, they're gonna unmold completely. And once they're done, and I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna do a couple ones that are dipped, and you can see here that I got going here with some of them. And let me quickly go grab the, there's a mold that I did with the chocolate, with the chocolate roses. And I think they're done. So I can unmold this too and show you. I did a tutorial on this. And they're pretty nice. And so see how it's gonna unmold really nicely. See, oh, yes. Let's do another one. I did it 3 times, but maybe this one will need another 1 time for me to do it. So I'm not gonna waste. Here, we got this one here. Come out really well. So I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do with this one here is I'm gonna try and put it back in here, and then come back and then redo it a couple times. And so with the tutorial that I showed, I said, make sure you put it in 3 times. Let me see if I can unmold one more. Yep. Well, I guess they're pretty thin, so it'd probably use this one. But so go back in here. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, put my, and just use a paintbrush that you only use for like food. So I'm gonna go back and then just redo them and then stick it in the refrigerator. But I'm just gonna finish this up real quick. All right, so we're back here, and I want to show you the ones that we unmolded right now. There's a couple of different things that you could do. You could just, you know, just stick it into the chocolate, just like so. So the bottom is done. And I'm actually running out of my chocolate, so I'm just gonna dip it just like that, and I'm gonna show you how I'm going to do the other one here. Let's do the red one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it in halfway, just like so. I don't know, for some reason I really like the half ones done like this. So let's do one more. So it's really up to you how you want to do it. You can even completely cover this in chocolate if you want. And I did that right here. You can see that I've completely done it in chocolate. And I had my daughter, Sakina, who gave this a try because she's one that is really does not have a sweet tooth at all. And so she doesn't like it very sweet, and she absolutely loved them. And then one more thing that I really quickly want to show you before I close the video, and that is I've got a little bit of the coconut left. And so what you want to do is you want to take the coconut and you just want to fill it into the mold. Now this is a little bit one of the thin ones here, so it's not going to let me do it really well. And right here, now you can either leave these, you know, just filled up, and just be really careful with them. Okay, now you can leave it the way you see it, or you could just go ahead and dip the bottom in chocolate. That way the whole thing is covered in chocolate. I'll do one more here. And there you go. So you can see that, you know, they you can leave them without chocolate on it, and they're perfect just the way you see them. Or just, you know, use any, you can use white chocolate, you can use any kind of chocolate really. So this one's still, there's our so ones, I'm going to keep them here. And then I also took the hearts, the ones that I had with the hearts, and I put the chocolate inside, and then I dipped it in chocolate, so you can see that right here. So, and I think I've got one here that's almost dry, right here. So the rose one, what I did was, there's actually, let's go ahead and I'll do the taste test on this one for you. My God, they are amazing. So you can see they've got the outside shell of chocolate, then the bottom I covered with the dark chocolate, and then inside it's got the coconut. Hassan, you want to give it a try? Let's put it in your mouth. What do you think? Because he's got the sweet tooth. He loves coconut, he loves chocolate, and he's the one who finishes all my M&Ms. What do you think?
Fantastic.
All right. So we got a thumbs up from Hassan. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Raihana's Cuisines. I would like to wish you guys a happy Valentine's Day. Either before or after, depending on when you're watching this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Subscribe. Give me some comments on the bottom. And I'll see you here with another great Valentine's special soon.